As close to wire as you could against the Washington Wizards. I know it was only a 9-point victory at the end of it all, but trust and believe the Sox team did dominate for the most part. Here this evening at State Farm Arena, Brian Oliver and Trevor Scales are here to recap it all for you. And listen, again, it got down to 9, but for the most part, this offense continues to facilitate for everyone involved. Another unbelievably balanced scoring effort for this Hawks team.
But the thing for me was the 7 guys in double figures. You know, we keep talking about the Hawks and the fact that they're buying in to Quinn's system. And you can tell because he wants to play with the base, the spacing. I thought that the Hawks came out. And this is a game, I'm going to tell you, Trev, we would have lost this last year.
True.
Because, again, you come off of 2 big wins and maybe 2 big wins, and sometimes you have a little bit of a letdown. I love with the level of consistency that we're seeing on the defensive end.
Right.
The fact that, guys are willing to be willing passers. You see that no one's out there trying to just go for themselves.
Yep.
And I love it because it's evident. And it just shows that the Hawks have a nice little rhythm right now because you're seeing from game to game to game a level of consistency with the passing, with the defense, with them touching the paint, and then even the shooting.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's something that you can really be excited about if you're Quinn Snyder.
You can certainly hang your hat on it. And of all of those 7 double-digit scores, DJ Murray led them all. It was with our very own Tabitha Turner immediately after the win.
DeJounte, you challenged yourself defensively all night. Why is it so important for you to be that example to your teammates?
I mean, I continue to say the same thing. I mean, I'm just competitive. It's a pride thing. I love defense, and that's pretty much it.
You picked up where you left off on the offensive end. You knocked down the first shot of the game. What was the goal coming into tonight for you and your teammates?
Just, stay above water, continue to, work hard, believe in each other, and compete. But that was bad, to the fans, we apologize. That was horrible, the way we finished that game. The game should have been over and let our young guys get some burn. We was absolutely not professional at all, and we weren't doing our job at the end. But at the end of the day, we got a great win.
7 players in double figures tonight. You guys have been doing that a lot throughout this 3-game winning streak. Speak on the team's slow start and how you guys stayed the course to eventually win this one out.
I mean, just staying confident, staying together, playing together, and we got to continue to learn, This one's over now. Now we got to go get our rest, take care of our body, continue to work, and get ready for what we got next.
Thanks, DJ. Good game.
Appreciate it, Tab. Appreciate it, DJ, as well. And look, man, like that idea, the concept, the mentality to never be satisfied despite just the results is what will propel you into success down the line here.
What I took from it, Trev, was the level of accountability. He basically was saying, hey, you know what? Yeah, we're not going to focus on the fact that we won, but we should have actually ended better. I love the fact you said, hey, this is an opportunity to give our young guys some burn because those are the guys that get you ready for the game. And so, obviously, we can highlight, the game that DJ had, but what really stood out for me was him saying, hey, we're not going to settle. We need to continue to try to get better. But I think that originates from the coach. You've heard Quinn Snyder say these same type of things, and what happens is that you have the other players that are echoing that.
Yeah.
And so I think that that's essential when you talk about not just game 5, but when you look forward. And that's one of the things that this is going to help the Hawks, especially as they move forward.
It was pretty much a picturesque example of buy-in from the roster, especially from the top out there in DJ Murray. But I know you didn't necessarily want to lead off with talking about his game. We got to. It was 4 key to the game. The brother balled.
I mean, he did. He picked up where he left off, man. I mean, you and I talked about, that he was still simmering from the other night. And I love the fact that you can tell with his athleticism, that he talked about getting his legs underneath him. And you can see 2 consecutive games where it seemed like he's got the good lift, and he's got a balanced game. When you look at his stat line, he had 24 points, 8 assists. And the windmill, I'm going to say, Nick, that was a 10, baby. You call it a baby windmill. But I love what he was able to do because what you see is that he leads. He leads because you always hear him talk about defense. He's not talking about getting his offense, not talking about his shots. He's showing that he wants to set the tone for this Hawks team. And a lot of times, it starts with the defense, and that's one of the things that he's prided himself in.
He says it time and time again, and it's something that you got to respect. And on that same sort of topic for Toyota Let's Go place, as a matter of fact, is Trae Young, who has certainly stepped up on that defensive end of the floor, but will always be your floor general offensive.
You heard us talk at the beginning about Quinn saying that Trae does so many more things other than just the scoring. And I love the balance that he had. You see tonight, he had the double-double, the 23 and 10. in. 7 for 18, still working on those shots. But I love the fact that his dimes and how he's getting everyone else involved. Talk about the balanced scoring and the 7 double-digit scores. A lot of that comes from Trey being the head of the snake in a sense, making sure that everyone gets a chance to eat, balances it out. And what that does is that makes sure that everyone understands that, hey, I'm going to get a chance to get not only burned, but I'm going to get my touches, and they play in unison. So that's one of the things that's led for them having that 3-game winning streak.
Philosophically, there's been a shift, and everybody has essentially fallen right in line with said philosophy. Got to be ready at all times. Hopefully they can take this show on the road of the winning variety. As you look at the Xfinity upcoming schedule, a 3-game road trip begins in New Orleans.